Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke.
Glory to you, Lord.
The shepherds hurried away to Bethlehem and found Mary and Joseph and the baby lying in the manger. When they saw the child, they repeated what they had been told about him, and everyone who heard it was astonished at what the shepherds had to say. As for Mary, she treasured all these things and pondered them in her heart. And the shepherds went back, glorifying and praising God for all they had heard and seen. It was exactly as they had been told. When the 8th day came and the child was to be circumcised, they gave him the name Jesus, the name the angel had given him before his conception. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Good evening. Happy New Year. The pressure's off because the cameras aren't rolling. This evening, we celebrate the solemnity of Mary, Mother of God, Mother of God. Although before I speak about that, I want you to really hear what the second reading had to say. The proof that you are the sons is that God sent his Spirit into the world, into our hearts. The Spirit cries, Abba, Father. And that is what makes you a son. You are not a slave anymore. And if God has made you sons, then has made you heirs. So this word Abba, in Greek, something like daddy. Daddy. Again, a God that wants to be so close to us, wants to love us so much, that when Jesus said, the way you pray Abba, Abba, who art in heaven, Daddy, who art in heaven, because God wants you to be that familiar with him. But the scriptures and the gospel speak of a family, which this afternoon we just celebrated the Holy Family, the Holy Family. And we come together as God's family here. We stand at the door of a new year. We stand at the door of a new year of 2018. Some of us may have not thought that we would reach 2018, but isn't that life how life is? Some lives go, and new life will enter. New life will enter. As I stated earlier, we celebrate Mary, Mother of God, the God-man, Jesus Christ. When I reflected over this solemnity, I reflect as the old year meaning the beginning of time. The old year meaning being the beginning of time, starting with Eve. However, the new year itself will be forever changed. Through a little girl, a little teenage girl named Mary, who had the courage to say yes, to God's will. However, something that is hard for us to comprehend, or at least for my little simple mind, is that from the beginning, Mary was already chosen. From the beginning, Mary was already chosen. She was already in God's mind long before she even came to exist. Time would be forever altered and changed because the God-man, Jesus Christ, entered into human existence, entered into human time. How many times must have Joseph and Mary felt? How many times have what they had felt? What they must have felt as they waited to prepare in expectation, Mary carrying her son within her. And you that are mothers know this expectation. You know this feeling. You know this feeling. The expectation of waiting a human person growing inside of you. I met two young ladies today that had a profound impact on my day today. Because they were young and they both were expecting. And they said yes. They said yes to life. They said yes to life. And I've met many mothers over my time and working in the hospital, mothers that have faced challenges, unwed mothers, but still having the courage to say yes. Still having the courage to say yes. How Mary must have felt, pondering everything she heard, everything that was expressed to her, waiting with great joy and expectation. With great joy and expectation. So like Mary, sitting in great expectation, what are you expecting this new year? What are you waiting to expect this new year? What are we worried about? What are our joys, our anxieties, our aspirations? As we sit here, hours left in the old year, maybe this would be a good time to count our blessings. Maybe this would be a very good time to count our blessings. Maybe this would be a good time to start our New Year's resolutions. Not the old resolutions of, I need to lose 10 pounds before Carnival. Or I need to get in shape before Carnival. But resolutions that take real courage. Resolutions that take real courage. The resolution to stop being judgmental, resentful, jealous, lustful, prideful, thankless. All those that boil down, everything that boils down into a resolution to stop being selfish. A resolution to stop being selfish. Because those are real resolutions. Those are real resolutions. Tonight, let us look at Mary to teach us how to die to selfishness and always pointing the way to her son through her example of obedience, of love, of humility. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. Happy New Year, and God love you.